Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense is up first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
This guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball for 31.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards and get those first downs.
The game makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Oregon State's offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Beavers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And that pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They reversed to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Hand off to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We reach the end of a scoreless 1st quarter. The defenses are in charge as these teams pursue a national championship. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The pass rush closing in. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the 1st. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep, fighting him off. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Looking to throw again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Nittany Lions line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now the try here for the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
A risky call here, close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Beavers will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And tackled after a small pickup there. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. They'll try the right here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and the lob is intercepted near the sideline. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Allen. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the Beavers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play. Encroachment. Defense.
Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The catch is made along the sideline. Good job getting the foot down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
The Beavers with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. It's a draw to the back. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They're going to run it. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And it's a comeback route.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Knocks this one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Heavy pressure, hit as he throws. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Oregon State's offense trots back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that team.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And the Beavers will line up to boot it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Hunter comes on and boot it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. There's the handoff. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, and the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Penn State. This air attack is still unstoppable. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Allen. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback keeps the football. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The Beavers are looking to keep this drive going.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
He hands it to the back. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Hand off to the single back. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. And the Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. So it's 1st and 10, inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Beavers line up on 1st and 10 now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching it downfield. It's caught downfield. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team